Ready? We go? You sure? The fresh air.
How are you?
Good to see you, man. How are you doing?
I'm well. Good.
Yeah, we go with the flow. Good morning, everybody. What a wonderful morning for so many reasons here. Going forward, I can't wait to introduce my guests and my mentor, my coach, Royston. Good to see you.
Yeah. Hello.
Royston is my Muay Thai coach,
Yeah.
and today we're gonna extract some of the valuable wisdom from our training lesson.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about today?
I'm doing good. It's beautiful out, so I'm enjoying the spring weather, and it's been a while since I've been out here. It's always energizing to be out here on the water. So, yeah, I'm psyched. Psyched to be here training with Igor, and we're gonna get a good workout in and do some Muay Thai and have a great time. In the military, boom, straight, boom, boom. Right? That's it, all the way there and back. You can keep that standing leg straight, Igor. Standing, that's it. Come on, Igor. Strong abdomen, keep that guard up high. All right. Double jab. There you go, double jab. Double jab. Cross. Right knee. Good, double jab. Jab cross. Good, jab cross. Knee. Good, cross. Elbow. This way, boom, elbow. There you go, elbow. 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 Cross. Double jab. Switch.
Knee?
Yeah, switch knee, switch knee. All right, switch knee. Switch knee. Cross. Jab cross. Jab cross. Elbow. Knee. Good, double jab. Very nice. Double jab. Uppercut. Cross. Uppercut. That's it. Let that shoulder go through. Boom. Uppercut. That's right. Let the shoulder go. Boom. There it is. Again. Cross here. Knee. Jab cross. Elbow. 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 Hook. Hook. Elbow. Hook. Elbow. Jab cross. Jab cross. Switch. Boom. Very nice. Double up. Uppercut. Hook. Uppercut. Hook. That's it. Boom, boom. Then protect after that. Bop, bop. Cross. All right. Boom, boom. Do it again. Boom, boom. Bop. Again. Up, up, up. Again. Up. One more. Up. All right. You got excited. Go again. Up, up, up. There you go. 1, 2. E. Good. Yeah. I watched this thing the other night. I started watching it the night before, and I stopped because it started to make me feel bad. I do that sometimes. But I said, you know what? Let me watch the rest of it. I watched the rest of it because I was trying to glean some meaning from it. Mm-hmm. It was these people that went out on a boat. They went on a boat. They were wild people, and they went out on a sailing trip on the ocean, and they ended up sinking. And so they're in this raft. It's just a horrible situation. There's sharks all over the place. It's wild. And one person is cut, and it gets so bad that they start dying. 2 of the people, there's 4 of them. 2 of them start drinking seawater.
Yeah.
Out of desperation. But that stuff, it'll kill you. Everyone knows that. Most people know that. And then these 2 people, after like 7 hours, they go crazy, and they just jump overboard. They just jump overboard, and they get eaten by sharks. And there's 2 more people left. No, there's 5 people. There's 3 more people left. And I'm thinking to myself, why don't they pray? Like, pray to God. What's wrong with you? Like, you got nothing to lose. Pray. Ask God for help. That's what you do. I mean, what else you got? What else you have to lose? You got nothing to lose. They don't pray. This woman, she's injured. She eventually starts hallucinating. She doesn't drink seawater, but she's cut badly from the rigging on the ship before it went down. And she eventually dies. She passes away. She dies, and they're crying, they're sad, and they decide to take the jewelry off of her so they can give it to, if they survive, they can give it to her parents. And before they throw her overboard, because they have to, because they're already in putrid water. They say, well, let's say a prayer and, you know, let's do something for her dignity. So they pray for her, and one of the women, there's a woman and a man, she recites Psalms, and then they throw her overboard and they go to sleep because they don't want to see the sharks get her. And I think it was that prayer just for that woman and the Psalms that saved them. When they woke up, there was this big ship coming straight at them. And one of the guys said, hey, there's a ship. Look, a ship. And the woman ignores them because they saw so many ships, but they were little dinghies, so the ships would never see them. You know what I mean? In the open ocean.
Yes, yes.
So she's just like, I don't want to hear it. He said, no, it's coming right at us. It was a Russian ship. A Russian ship. Some rig or something like that. It saved them. She jumped overboard, didn't even think about the sharks. She got hoisted up, he along with her, and they were saved, and they were elated, obviously. And I was relieved. I was like, wow, you know, they got saved. I believed it was God that saved them. I believed that it was the passing of that woman and them saying a prayer that made God go, you know what, at least they acknowledged me. Like, you know, that's people. Some people just don't even understand that God, He just wants to be acknowledged. Just acknowledge Him. You know what I mean? Just something that's small. That they didn't even ask Him for help. Just acknowledge His name.
Yes.
You know, they never thanked Him after. They didn't say it on camera. Like, they didn't go, oh, thank God He saved it. That was it. You know, but at least that, and it was amazing to see. I was like, wow. I think that before they were saved, while I was watching it, I was like, that might have saved your lives. You know what I mean? But amazing to see. Amazing, wonderful thing, but also painful at the same time. You know.
It has to be.
Yeah, very painful. You ready? Give me that 1-2 protect, cross, and then give me the right knee. So let's do it slowly first. Let's do it slowly first. All right. Here, here, protect here. Don't move. Just leave that hand up. Just leave it here. Protect, and then come back, and then switch. Give me the switch. Pull back,
Return
switch.
first.
Yes. Just like that, right? Bop, 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 bop. Boom. All right. Again. Boom, 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 boom. Beautiful. Go again. Bang, 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 bang. Nice. Again. Bang, 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 bang. Again. Bang, 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 bang. Now drop down into the elbow. So once you drop down from that switch knee, you switch knee, this elbow. That's right. Again. Right. Now, when you switch knee, don't lean back so that you stall. When you switch knee, move forward and then step.
I see.
Yeah, drive like a bull driving into a matador, right? Go again. Switch, drive forward. That's the one. Go again. Beautiful. Again. Boom. Right, now don't throw the elbow from here. Come down from here with that knee and throw it from the top down. Right, like a high guard. Boom, boom. High guard. That's it. That's the one. Go again. Ooh, good. Ooh, good. Double jab. Double jab. Double jab. Jab cross. All right, let me get the other pad so we can throw some kicks. I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where, like, no one is around you, like, no one wants anything to do with you. Like, for some reason, you're not popular or something happened, you did something, and everyone kind of distanced themselves from you.
There.
And one person, they step in for you, and how that feels.
I've
like,
been there. It's
you know what I mean?
Strong.
Oh, you know, you need it.
Yeah, it feels like
you need it. You know, when you need people, even though you say you don't. Everyone needs help at some point.
Absolutely.
You know, and so it's very valuable. You know what I mean? It's a very valuable thing, and I think that God feels that too. Although He doesn't need anyone, He values it. He doesn't need anyone. I mean, He made us all. You know, we're like grasshoppers for Him. You know what I mean? Like less than that, but He appreciates it. You know, He understands the sacrifice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. All right. That's it. Kick. Boom. Beautiful. Again. Just like that. Don't change that. That's good. Go again. I want you to rock. See? Boom. Right? Here. Boom. You see how I'm rocking? Boom. It's like a pendulum. Boom.
Tucked in?
Mm-hmm. Good. Again. Boom, right. Bang, right. Boom, right. Boom. That's it. Go again. Boom, right. Very good. Boom, right. Again. Boom. That's it. Turn that leg. Bend that knee a little bit. Turn that leg out when you do it. That's it. Bend the knee a little bit on that standing leg when you're kicking. There you go. Bend it. Right. There you go. Again. Boom. Boom. Uppercut across. Double jabs. Right elbow. Bang. Up. Boom. Elbow. 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 That's good. Elbow. Elbow. Cross. 1, 2. Good. Uppercut across. Boom. Turn the shoulder. Double up. 1, 2. Kick. Deep breaths.
It's a different type of satisfaction to train outside. You know? Just remembering the time of Thailand days where I spent almost 3 months. You wake up, you wear whatever you slept with, and you just go bare feet, go train. Then everybody has breakfast after.
That's nice, yeah.
Everybody's humble. Something about, you know, people who have skills, self-protection, a certain level of power, they're always very humble. So what is that? Why in your opinion that the more advanced you become, let's say in martial arts, the more grounded you become? How is it with you?
I think it's because if you're a discerning person, like if you're a person that pays attention to such things, because there are people that have power and they're very powerful, you know, and they have ability, they can harm others or whatever. They don't acknowledge their vulnerability. They don't respect it. They're not humble. But I think that people that are sensitive and they understand that they've been given something they didn't have at one time, they have power, and they developed it for one reason or another, or some situation happened, they understand the vulnerability that comes without it. They understand that even though they have power, there's someone else that can harm them still. They understand that the power that they have, how it can be used to harm. You know, so they don't want to abuse it. They want to steward it. You know what I mean? Like steward it, man. Like meaning like they want to. It's like been given a lot of money. You don't just squander it. You know, it's a fool who squanders all of his money. You use it wisely. And so power is not different than that. I think power is similar to that. You know, there was a centurion in the Bible who was a man who was a great warrior, and he had men under his authority. And he needed help. He needed help from Jesus. And he sent someone to ask Jesus for help. And Jesus was like, oh, I'll go to him. Where is he? And he told his servant, no, don't even bother yourself. Just say the word and it will be done. I'm a man of authority. I tell other men go and they go. I tell them come and they come. So, you know, if you just say the word, that's enough for me. So it's like when you understand authority, you understand power, you know how not to abuse it. Yeah. And you understand, you know, what it is, you know what I mean? And so I think that's why you see a lot of warriors or fighters and stuff like this. They usually have an air of gentleness about them because they don't have to, they're always, you know, so they're like, easy, man. Like, you know, like, I don't need to do that now. You know, like, so, yeah. You feeling good?
Yes.
Double jab. And reach to the body, cross to the body. That's it. Double jab. Cross to the body. That's just like that. Go again. All right, don't hurt me. You got all that muscle. Don't hurt me. Again. That's it. A little bit more. Again. That's the one. Do it again. Come out. All right. When you come out, reach out. And again. That's it. Reach a little further. Yeah. Go again. Yes. Go again. All right. Whole thing. Double jab. Body. Yeah. Again. All right. Reach. I want you to pull out that far. I don't want you to go here and stay here.
I see.
I want you to go here, you're out, right?
And pull back.
And then, bang, as you're going back, reach out. Yeah, that's better. Do it again. And kick. Boom. Boom. Good. Long. Boom, 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 boom. Good. Again. Boom, 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 boom. Right. Good again. Right. Again. Right. Uppercut across. Good. Elbow. 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 Jab cross. Jab cross, protect. Double up. Uppercut across. Protect. Hook. Cross. Right. Jab cross, hook cross. Protect, hook, cross. That's right. Do it again. Bang, 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 bang. Nope, cross. Right, you got it. Cross. Jab cross, hook cross. Nope, just protect that right side because you're coming with the hook. Boom, 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 boom. Cross. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, sir. That's the one. Nice and easy, just like that. Boom, 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 boom. Yup. Again. Boom, boom, boom. Right. Now look, go here, right? Here. Don't go like this.
Okay.
You don't have to, right? Bang, 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 bang.
For extra
bang,
security.
Bang, bang. Right, well, that's not what we're doing right now.
Okay.
Right? You're just doing the exchange. Bap, bap. That's what you're doing. Do it again. Oh, oh, oh. That's it. Again. Double jab. Very nice. Uppercut. Uppercut hook. Uppercut hook. Duck. Cross. All right. Uppercut hook. Duck.
Too much.
Yeah, just look. All right? Just look. From here. Look. All right? Yeah, you don't want to go too far down because we're doing Muay Thai, right? So you want to bend from here. You see that? Just a little bit and come right back up. Yeah, here. Boom. Right down to here. Get your head below that and then come right back up. Uppercut hook. Yes, sir. That's the one. Do it again. Beautiful. Again. Boom. Elbow. Good. Same thing. Good. Now, when you throw that cross, step. Boom.
With the elbow.
Yes, sir. Do it again. Beautiful. Very good. All right, a little lower than that. Get under a little bit more. That's fine. That's fine. Beautiful. Breathe deep.
Feels good.
Yeah, you're doing good.
Cardio is good.
You're doing good.
What?
Strong guy.
I mean, strong. When people say me strong, I always feel awkward. Not in your case, but in general. Because strong means big. You know what I mean? Big, muscular, strength.
No, not for me. You know, it's weird. When I first started taking Muay Thai and had classes, when I was teaching, I still teach, but you see these guys coming, they're bulky, and they think, oh, I'm strong, like, and they don't make it 15 minutes. They're like, oh, there you go, they're exhausted.
One of the guys.
Yeah, they're exhausted, you know. So when I say strong, I mean strong. Like, I mean someone that's able to effectively put their power down and consistently put power down, you know what I mean? So.
Practice, practice. To me, Muay Thai is learning human movement. I'm not gonna use it on something or somebody, never. But I just wanna connect. I think the human body is just limitless of physical and of course mental possibilities. And I ended up to be here surrounded by great individuals. This is such a great opportunity. So, and then I also try to apply the exercises that will help me to develop the rotational power, you know, do some conditioning for the fighters in general. It's a growth. It's really great. But, you know, speaking about the power, what Royston mentioned earlier, when you have such a little skills in martial arts or something, last thing you want to do is show them off, you know what I mean? And I really like that wisdom. We're here to learn. We're here not to fight. Make love,
Yeah.
not fight.
Yeah. I think it's very valuable to kind of not make a spectacle of yourself. I think nowadays people really want to make a spectacle of themselves because they want fame. But you know, that's very dangerous. I think it's very dangerous. There's nothing wrong with wanting recognition for what you do if you do it well. But wanting fame for fame's sake is it's dangerous. It causes people, it brings them into low character. You know, it draws people into situations that they may not choose to be in. They have no understanding. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, we try to use what we have to help others. You know, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, you're going to help yourself with it, clearly. With Muay Thai, as far as I was concerned, I got into martial arts because I did value self-defense, you know, because of my background as a child. It was dangerous. It was a dangerous time. So, you know, you value self-defense, you know what I mean? And I think with that came a lot of other things that were very, very good. I think a lot of the young men nowadays need that. And I think innately a lot of young women desire it also. And they desire it a lot of times in men, you know? It's a very normal thing. It's a very natural thing. There's nothing abnormal about that.
Speaking about the aggression and all this barbaric power, what do you think about current UFC events? You know how it's all based, only few fighters are calm and, you know, like back in the days.
Yeah.
Now everybody's just bad,
wild, yeah,
trash talking,
yeah,
like based on negativity.
Yeah.
I mean, show, yes, but this is a step away from spirituality,
yeah,
and a self-defense. You know, in my opinion, it's.
Yes,
I watched that, obviously, but I think it's wrong.
Well, you know, again, I can share my opinion. Those are my opinions. The things I shared are my opinion. But that's the wonderful thing about our country, is UFC is an American sport, and it's you know, mixed martial art, and people have freedom here. They can do what they want. They can behave how they want. They can think the way they want. I might not like it, but that's their right.
Behave how they want, as long as Royson is.
No, well, I mean, you know, you can. That means that if they behave that way toward, you know, you've seen it yourself. Yeah. People get into fights, they talk a lot of smack, they act horribly, and then they get knocked out.
Usually the ones who
sometimes they don't, but a lot of times they do get their comeuppance.
The one who are loudest usually go down fast.
Absolutely, it happens. It happens a lot. And there are some that are loud that it's just a show, and you know that it's just like an entertainment thing, and everyone enjoys that. You appreciate that, but their hearts say something else. Their hearts say that they're respectable. You know what I mean? That they care about people. Yeah. But there are other people that actually believe the hype. They believe the Kool-Aid. They're like sipping their own Kool-Aid. But you know, anyway. Yeah, it's a free country, so you know, people are going to behave the way they want to, and you know, there's a beauty in that also. But I think most people like people that are kind of humble about, you know, what they have. And
who is your favorite athlete as a fighter?
As a fighter?
All time and current.
Wow, that's hard. Fighters.
All sports. I mean, martial arts sports.
I mean, a lot of people say Ali. I love Ali, obviously. He's one of the greatest for sure. He was the greatest, actually. When you think about his life as a whole, I think as a whole, he was the greatest.
He's all about people.
But as a fighter, I'll talk about boxers. I love Mayweather. Not talking about his character, none of that stuff. I could care less about his character. I don't know the person. I don't know the man. But his ability, his mind, the way his ability to analyze situations, his opponents, to figure out a way to crack them, to beat them and break them psychologically and physically.
Chess.
No one. I've never seen it before. You know what I mean? He hasn't lost. He never lost. So, and, you know, I've seen him take some hard shots, but the guy always finds a way. And I've never seen him in the corner ever.
Yeah, right.
Mentally broken, ever. He's always thinking about how he's going to dismantle his opponents. So he was an awesome fighter, I think. You know, in that sense.
What do you think about Pramuk Buakaw?
Oh yeah, he was my favorite. He was my favorite Muay Thai guy of all time. Yeah. I mean, I was coming up. I was fighting when he did K1 K1 Max.
2006.
Yeah, and I watched him I watched them change the rules because of him. You know, they just couldn't beat him, so they started trying to take things away from him, and he still beat them. So, and some of the losses that he had, I think a few of them, major losses, were shams, like they stole the fight from him. So, yeah, he's obviously a legend. He's a legend, you know what I mean? Yeah. So
love that fighter.
Yeah, Borkow is no joke. Yeah, the legend.
Very good.
Yeah. Excellent work.
Thank you for your time, your wisdom. I known Royston for about 5 years, and we train Muay Thai on and off maybe for a year. Again, if I could have only more time, I would start my day with Royston, honestly. But we try to coordinate, we train and we learn, and I'm really thankful to present to you the coach Royston. If you're in New York, Royston, do you feel like you want new people?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Awesome.
You could reach me at Coach Roy Joan at
I will attach
Instagram.
It. Yeah, I will attach the info and all
that.
that.
Yeah, if you want to work out, you want to train, you're interested in getting some good Muay Thai training or boxing training, I'm definitely available.
Awesome. So what a great beginning of the day. We're good to go, continue our things and errands. Happy Memorial Day for all those who celebrate, and believe in God. Let's go.